Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to week number 1 of the StarCraft 2 report. This will be in Newsly. Wow. Creating words is always genius. But this is going to be a news report happening every single Friday. Today is April 4th. That's the April 11th, 2014. What a great intro. But anyway, let's just go ahead and hop straight into the news we have at hand for StarCraft 2. Week number 1, we have Lone Star Clash getting announced. Great things happening for StarCraft 2. This is going to be an event happening May 3rd to the 4th, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Pacific Time, Austin, Texas. Of course, this is sponsored by Tespa, Well Played, BenQ, Blizzard, and Twitch.tv. Now, let's go a little bit over the StarCraft 2 portion of this event. This is going to be 11 invited players, 4 open qualifiers, plus 1 collegiate qualifier, making it a total of 16 players playing in different sets of groups. These players, of course, will be battling it out for $15,000. If you guys are going to be in the Texas area, make sure you definitely check out that event. Of course, hosts announced so far. We have Jeff in Control Robinson, Anna Prosser, Rachel Seltzer Querico, and 2 additional commentators to be announced very soon. Now, you guys might be wondering who is actually playing in this thing. Well, we have a few players announced so far. We have Cooler Masters Polt, Evil Genius's Jadong, Root Gaming's Cats, EG's Huck, Startail, nope, Red Bull's Bomber, and Prime Gaming's State. Of course, we did have the recent Twitch qualifier as well. Axiom Heart gets a spot, and Root Gaming's Youngblood Petreus also going to be participating in the Lone Star Clash number 3. In other news, we have the GSL, the Global StarCraft 2 League, Code S and Code A news. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. We had Group E and Group F take place over the week. Group E did consist of Solar, Bjol, Journey, and Deer, and Group F consisted of Sulky, Ruin, Reality, and Hiva. Some results, we had Solar take a 2-0 win, Bjol taking a 2-1. Both those players, 2 Zerg players, advancing out of Group E. And Group F, we had Sulky 2-0 and Ruin 2-1, making a Zerg and a Protoss come out of Group F. Now, a few things to consider here. We do have 8 seeded players from the previous season. Of course, being the recent GSL Code S champion Zest, Zerg players Sue, Life, Rain, SOS, Hero, Parting, and Maru being the only Terran to end the seeding process from last season. Of course, we did have the Code A winners. Currently, 12 out of 24 slots have been figured out. We have Tails, Classic, Innovation, Dark, Byong, Dongregu, Paralyzed, Yonghua, Solar, Bjol, Sulky, and Ruin. 12 additional spots do remain open for the Code A portion of the GSL. Make sure you guys check that out in the future. Still a few more groups to round it out for the Code A part of the Global StarCraft 2 League. In other news, DreamHack Bucharest players are being announced left and right. Jadong, Life, and Hero will be at DreamHack Bucharest. A few other fan favorites including Huck, TLO, recent Liquid pickup Bunny, XMG's Todd, MC, Yoda, Golden, Harstem, Mana. Big representation from Europe, and a few Koreans sprinkled in there as well. Always fun having some Koreans in these tournaments. So definitely check it out in the future. That, of course, will be in on Team Liquid on the sidebar for the events. Casters and community casters, to be specific, I believe, will be announced pretty damn soon. Now, in other news, WCS. Let us talk about WCS 2014 World Champion Series. I cannot even say my words. WCS. A lot of things has been happening. Of course, if you guys have been keeping up, WCS AM, we had Holt play against Revival, and we had Oz play against Arthur. Now, let me tell you the results. Revival takes a 3-1 win over his teammate Holt. Some amazing games, though. I highly recommend you guys go and check that out. And Oz against Arthur, well, Oz unfortunately brought the broom to the studio and 3-0'd the Protoss player, of course, being Arthur. So those are the results for the Americas portion. We do have a few results as well for the first day of the round of 8 WCS Europe. My Insanity Stardust took on MC, and MC did take the 3-1 victory over Stardust. Stardust takes the first game, MC takes the remainder, being 3-1. Of course, Vortex against Jockchi. A lot of hype going around Vortex recently. Is he the best foreigner at this point? Well, Jockchi said, no, I am Terran, I am Korean, and I am good at StarCraft. And he, unfortunately, well, fortunately, whichever side you want to choose, he takes the 3-0 win over the Spanish Zerg Vortex. So that's going to be the news for the WCS. Definitely more news in the future going to be talked about next week. Jumping straight into more Korean news, KESPA, K-E-S-P-A, the Korean Esports Association, announcing quite a few changes in the recent lineups for the Pro League round number 3. KT Rolster, not much changing. SK Telecom T1, a few changes. We have Soxery, a Zerg player. We have Journey, Sari, and Hyuk getting out of the team. And we have CJ Entis, no changes in terms of that team. Now, Incredible Miracle, quite a decent amount of changes. Oz, formerly of Evil Geniuses, will be playing under the Incredible Miracle flag. And we have Ungnim and Ness T no longer on IM. Now, captain changes, pretty expected. Ness T leaving Incredible Miracle recently. We have MVP going to be taking over that slot. Jin Air Green Wings changes. We have Avenge and Audios jumping straight in there. And out goes Pig Baby and Coca. MVP, meanwhile, big roster pickups in Alive and Hiva. And good thing for MVP, nothing getting booted in terms of that team. Prime, meanwhile, as you guys know, State is living in Korea. He is still going to be representing Prime, not in the next week's lineup, but probably in the future. And Lenok, formerly of FXO, now on Yoi Flash Wolves, will be jumping in, playing under the Prime tag, and Jilla and Splendid, both of them no longer representing Prime. Last but not least, we have Samsung Galaxy Con, no outs, but we have Guilty, who's a relatively unknown Terran. He's going to be jumping in and playing for Samsung Galaxy Con. Not in StarCraft 2 news, we have Demon getting a personal sponsorship by Red Bull Esports. Always cool to see Red Bull get a little bit more involved in esports. Of course, if you guys are familiar with Bomber, he is also a Red Bull Esports sponsored athlete. So congratulations to Demon, formerly of Evil Geniuses. Spent a little bit of time on Team Dignitas as well. Now will be playing for Red Bull. Congratulations and best of luck in the future to him. Last but not least, we have Deer. Unfortunately, my oh my, Deer is no longer part of Mouse, a player that has been on the team for maybe about 3 months. Unfortunately leaves, but a little bit unfortunate in terms of when he was released. Deer, of course, was released after, well, actually publicly released after he lost his Code A matches to Journey and Bjol. But Deer did let us know that this was talked about a little bit before the Code A matches, and he knew he was not going to be on the team going into his Code A game. So, a little bit unfortunate, but best of luck to Deer. Definitely a solid Korean Protoss. Any teams out there, he is definitely looking for a team, not looking to retire anytime soon. Give him a call, give him a tweet, just send him some sort of information, and definitely get in touch with a very good and I would say consistent Protoss player. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this week. This has been Promise. Thank you very much for checking this video out, and I will see you next week. Bye.